Hello and welcome to Infinite Phoenix Gaming. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for joining me. We are playing 7 Days to Die. This is the Seed Prophecy. I am starting it up myself. I am not playing on the server right now. This is just a private game that I set up in the previous video. The server and the co-op that I mentioned will come later, so check out the next video in the feed and you will see it, I hope. Thanks again, and let me know any questions or comments, of course. Hit the subscribe button down below and we can get started. So basic survival is our active quest. That sounds pretty good. We're gonna gather up some plant fibers and get this thing started here. Oh, my blue. I am blue. Look at me. Holy cow. I am surprised to say the least. We're gonna keep collecting plants while that's going. We want to get at least 20, right? Okay, 20 plants. Now we're supposed to put that guy down. We're also going to need a couple pieces of wood. So we will grab those couple pieces as quick as possible. We hold shift down to do a quick place, and we have a bedroll placed. Next is to gather small stones. This is usually easy as pie. You just have to walk up and grab them. So we got a couple of those. We go into our menu here and make an axe. Gonna feel pretty good about having an axe. We're gonna get some wood first, and then to repair the axe requires rock. So I'm also gonna pause and get some rock. Super important to me to have all of those resources available later on. The next mission is to make my clothes, and we already have the stuff to do that, so let's hurry and get the missions done. These include 4 points in the skills section. When you get them all done, that is super important to just moving as quick as you can through the game. Definitely don't want to not have those things set up. So now we just need to wear them. Wants us to make a club next, so we're just going to follow along as quick as we can. Now we have to find one more stone and a bird's nest. Usually this is also easy as pie, but sometimes it can be a little tricky. So once we've got this tree, I'll feel pretty good about the amount of lumber I got, and I am going to move on. You also always want to finish the project. You get a big bonus for actually knocking it down. So not knocking it down is a mistake. Okay, so we're gonna real quickly get a number of rocks. This is important for all the arrows we're gonna create. This is important to repair all of our tools, which I couldn't have done until I gathered those rocks. So I am very happy to have found a nice rock close by. We're just gonna do this real quick. Get that bonus for breaking it, and we can move on. We're just looking for a bird nest so I can make me a couple arrows. I think I see one in the distance. Here we go. All I got to do is get it now. Might as well grab whatever's in the trash as well. So I got some bird feathers. We're going to make these. Make as many of these as I can, which is why all that rock was important. We're going to go ahead and move that down. And where's my bow? Did I make a bow? Okay, here we go. This is it. We've got our bow. Now the bow is super important. It gives you 350% damage or third feathers. We're going to make these. Make as many of these as I can, which is why all that rock was important. We're going to go ahead and move that down. And where's my bow? Did I make a bow? Okay, here we go. This is it. We've got our bow. Now the bow is super important. It gives you 350% damage or 35% damage. It's a lot if you're doing your sneak. You want to use your control to do a continued sneak. So you can just use the C and hold it down. That's a little trickier with your hands. So we've got a bow. We're going to go ahead and load up an arrow. Feel pretty good about that. We'll go ahead and collect whatever we can and finish our mission for those points I mentioned. we're also going to read this note real quick. Oh, there's nothing to read. Nothing to read here, folk. Okay. They have some new features in the game that we're going to discuss as we go through it. They've got some new HD options for the zombies, which is pretty exciting. They named them all like Joe, Mo, Yo. That one made me laugh. Okay, so that's that. Now we just need a fire, and I believe we will be sent to the trader. Here we are. Ooh, he is far away. Another good tip is to always shut this door once you've gotten to the trader. Failure to do so could be catastrophic later on. Not so bad right now, but you don't want it to happen in a bad way while you're in the menus trying to buy stuff or considering your various options. Ooh, a shovel too. That's a really good find right now. So I heard a ding. That means there is a zombie out there. Wow, 12 iron really helps. So a lot of times there's a lot more stuff to find at the traders. Makes me wonder if there's something else to find somewhere. But for now, let's do our mission and get this done with. So we can do fetches or a clear zombie. Generally, there is a buried mission here, and the buried missions at the start give you a lot of food. So I'm a little sad not to see it, but we will do the closest possible mission. And we are also going to take a quick look and see if we could sell anything that is not of need for us right now. So the candlesticks are big money in the start, 24 bucks because I didn't scrap it and I will take it. That's $24 we could spend on something else. A headlight I am also going to spend. We're going to spend the trophy. And let's see here. I'm going to keep these because these are super important later on. The oil, we're going to get more of it. I'm sad to see it go, but we got $200 now, so that's pretty good. We're working our way up. Uh, just basically going to take a look at a few other things. We could sell our food if that's going to make a difference, but I would recommend holding on to food and that especially. Now, we don't need two honeys. We only need the one for now. We'll get more but I'm not going to sell it either unless there's something I want. So let's see what I have for $200. Is there anything good? We could buy some food. It's probably all we'll find for 200 bucks. And the most important part of the inventory as we're digging through it here is to click on this one here, the secret stash. I find all of my best stuff in the secret stash, so I do recommend going that route. So an armor pocket mod could be really good early on. That would really help me. Let's see, we could get nothing because we don't quite have enough money, and that's all right. Uh, Crossbow bolts are all fine and good, but I don't want any of it. So let's go ahead. What about this? We want to keep that. These are hard to come by. Can we buy another one? Yeah, if you could find a pipe, that would be definitely a worthwhile purchase. So I have a hunting rifle here. That's a pretty cool thing to find on day one. One time I found one for $400 right at the start, but my luck is not there today. There is a wooden bow, so that could be really helpful for me. To afford it, I will have to go adventure more. I don't quite have the goods to do it, which is fine. We're gonna go ahead and start. Ooh, a pistol. That would start me off right, and he'll have it for 3 days. So for 3 days, we will definitely be buying that soon. What about these bad boys? It's not worth it. I would rather have the arrows. So that's it. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do to make a little more money and come back here and get us a gun. At your own risk, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to jump down the way I do. So hopefully we have time to finish this today. It's a fetch, so all I got to do is get there and get back, right? The real mission should have been to find a place to spend the night, because at night things go a little crazy. But Let's see if we can push ourselves, because it was a long run to get here. It'll definitely go quicker when we have a bicycle. And that will be coming up a little later. I usually do push to get one as quick as possible, so we might have one sooner than later. That was a good find. I always check mailboxes too. You never know what books you'll find in a mailbox. Look at this. A double barrel gun schematic. So we don't need the boom perks to make our first shotgun. Of course, it'll be a low level shotgun, where if you buy the perks, it'll be a little better. So that's something we can think about as we level up. If you hit E, it'll open up these menus. If you hit R, it'll automatically siphon off anything that is there into your inventory. It's a great way to get this whole thing started. So that's usually what I'm doing. We're still looking for any possible additional way to make additional arrows. So what do we got now? Not a bad supply. We're going to stop and just collect a little bit of that. I didn't need it. We may throw it away later. That's okay. So now we are very well encumbered. Let's actually put some of this back. I don't want it all on me. Shouldn't do it like this, but that's okay for now. We got some clothes on, some real clothes. This is going to be tricky, but we're going to figure it out. Wow, he is big. Wouldn't want him to land on you, so stay away just a little bit. Oh, wow, he's got a belly wart or something on him. Wow, I could feel that when he landed. Okay, so what is all this? So that's that. Okay, we did pretty good in that little scenario. I wonder why she was sleeping on the job. There we go. So now we can take a look at this and see what we find in the safety of 3 seconds of searching. Look at that. Crippling shot. If you shoot them in the legs, they can't run away. We will take it, as well as that oil, which sells pretty good as we saw earlier. Let's go ahead and find ourselves whatever they want us to bring back as quickly as we can. We have 3 in-game hours before our timer ends. That parking structure looks to be like a pretty strong structure. I'm going to keep it in mind later on as I try to find somewhere to shelter for the night. So let's get out of here for now. Wow, that was a lot of oil. Okay, only 100 meters away. It's going to be the house behind this one, I think. On all of these, they've set up a way to go through them. Leave me a comment in the videos if you like. I do not tend to go through them as I'm supposed to. I try. I don't mean to not do them right. I just don't see those paths that other people see, and I do it my own way. So here we are. This is my first mission. So there is the option to double dip. We can go through this bad boy, and then we can do it again by hitting that exclamation point. I may not do the whole thing, but I am definitely going to collect some rock right here. Yes, look at that rock pour in. It is so much more efficient than doing it in any other way right now. Goodness, that was a 4-second car. I found an engine. Those are very rare. You can get them by using a ratchet or a wrench on a engine. It'll give you an engine. You need them to generate power so that we can do cool stuff later on. That is a good find right now, and I have put it in my inventory. The other thing I need to do is to create a box and get rid of all this stuff. I have way too much on me. Maybe we will use the neighbor's mailbox so we can run back and recollect it afterwards. The neighbors don't have a mailbox, so that plan did not work as intended. I see a stump though, so we are going to go collect a little bit of honey. That is something we could sell if we need to, so it's worth it to have the honey in my inventory. Ooh, yes, give me some eggs. No eggs, not today. That's okay. So I found a mailbox, but I'm not going to put my stuff in a random one. We are going to find something else. I'm going to go create a box and put it down. So we could take over any of these and make them our home. In order to get this thing done before dark, we are going to have to run. So let's go ahead and just start it, and we will double dip our next POI. Well, actually, I am going to pause and collect this rock because, it is super important to have later on. You can turn it into sand with all the cement you've gathered in a cement mixer to make cement mix, which is a great way to secure your buildings against the incoming horde. It is coming. We need to be ready. Let's get it together, people. Here we go. So what about those little seeds? What is that? They're strong. I am not going to take it out. I am tempted to take this out. This will give us some coal, which is great for a fireplace if you decide to run one. We're going to come out here and we're going to just put a chest down. We will destroy it later. You definitely do not want to be caught with a full inventory like this and not be able to grab stuff and move around and do what you got to do. So this will really help. Let's leave all of that. Let's leave that. I definitely do not want to be caught without my stone, which I have. All right, so we're ready. We're going to go do this thing. Here we go. See how quick we can run through it. Now, if we walk away, it will end our mission prematurely, which we do not want. Might be the easiest way to just go through a wall, which is why I always fail these POIs. Thing is, we got to get in and out as quick as possible. So I want to get back to that trader. I'm not going to make it. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that was scary. I was Terrified for my life there. Nothing in the toilet. I guess that's good. Something here. That's good. We're going to put that on immediately. And let's see what else we can find in this place. That was a close one, ladies. Wow, go for the headshots. Headshots are worth it. Oh, look at that open mouth. He was biting as he was jumping at me. That was terrifying. So now we have free reign of the house. We can really quickly grab what we need and get out. Not even looking anymore. I'm just hurrying so that we can get everything we need. Definitely don't want to not collect something. So we got a few things we need for our campfire, which is great. We got a blunderbuss. Do we have ammo? We have ammo. Look at us go. So let's modify this and put in a modifier. Let's wear that and scrap that. And we are good to go. Look at us. We got 15 rounds. We got 24 for our blunderbuss. Let's load it right now. Let's continue the quest of... Oh, there it is. And let's get out of here. Oh, we didn't make it back to the trader. It just made a noise. It's nighttime now. This game loves to drop zombies on you from above. You have to really watch that. It just got dark. Oh, I am terrified. I don't want to be out here at night. But we've had a really stellar performance so far. We'll go ahead and collect what we can. Level 2. Oh, and we haven't spent any skill points. This is a good time to stop and look at our skill points now that it's nighttime. So I guess this is the way I was supposed to go through it. Do you see how much faster she is now? Wow. 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 I was doomed for death there. So outside in that chest, I have some honey. So let's go out there and make use of it. We got a lot of good stuff to sell too, which is great. Let's go ahead and try to move the contents inside. What I want to do is not take everything, but I want all the eggs. I don't care about anything else. Let's go inside. No, maybe we should just go back. Well, the trader's closed either way, so I guess it doesn't matter. We could go find a closer house. This one's almost empty. We haven't actually finished clearing out the POI either. There may be another big reward elsewhere. So we're going to read this and accept its mission and then scrap it. Good. So let's do it. I guess we could just use the chest. But since I built one anyway, I'll just stick it up there above the door and we can put everything in it so that we're not super encumbered. We're going to keep that on us. We're going to go ahead and make a fireplace. And this will be the house we are in for night 1. So this was a little bit scary today, but I'm pretty excited for the progress. Sorry, that got a little scary for a moment. We still haven't checked out the rest of the POI either. I guess we could do that real carefully, right? Ooh, I found a helmet. That gives me a little peace of mind. So now that I have a helmet, I feel quite a bit better, actually. About clearing out this next room. So let's just do it. And it's a number 2 blunderbuss. Level 2, that's not bad. So that's a big hole in the ceiling. Which means you probably should have dropped down here from some other part of this POI. Ooh, a bookshelf. That could be really good. Is it the same book we got? 10% faster reloading could save my bacon. Reloads are really slow, so at least at the start. Did you see that? We had something behind every one of these photos that I checked, at least the first 2. Okay, so that was terrifying. I really thought there'd be somebody there. And that's disgusting. Okay, so let's see what's in here. A few rounds, that's good. We're gonna need rounds later. A skull cap, I love a skull cap. But I like a helmet better. Okay, well, let's do this then. One last room. No, I guess that's it, isn't it? So we did the whole POI. That was not too bad. The house is now secure. So let's fix myself and get some points spent, right? That's the next step on our journey, I do believe. So I'm bleeding, it sounds like. Let's do this thing. I have antibiotic medicine going on now, which is great, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and do some healing. I want to start with the ability to make a forge, because that is where we need to go. Let's also give myself a little bit of intellect. We're going to go with 2 of them. In order to make a workbench right now, I would have to go all 3 of them, and that kind of hurts because I like doing some other stuff, but honestly, it is important to get your workbench and things going on as quickly as possible. So that is what I've done. We have selected some intelligence things, and we are ready to go. I never looked in the fridge. Nothing. That's okay. It does not sound like he's coming through this door. Look at all this. I found a whole room full of stuff. That's good for me. And our night's almost over too, so that's great. Then we'll zip this back as soon as the trader opens. Basically, if anything's open, then you can't access it, you can't use it at all. It's a broken item if it's just open. But if it's sitting there closed, you can use it to your heart's content, and we can set things up how you want it to be. So now, okay, let's go ahead with replacing that and putting this down below. Okay, so we're going to put out this. It will not burn down the house, contrary to popular opinion. We have 2 pots. We have 1 grate. That's going to help quite a bit with this recipe, bacon and eggs, which I can't cook yet. Well, that's quite interesting. So we will have to actually level up to Master Chef, which is not all the way to Master Chef. Bacon and eggs comes with the first one, I believe. Bacon and eggs, yep, right there, but I don't have the points available, so I cannot actually eat today, which is fine. We've spent some time, we've collected the berries that we need to survive until we get those few additional points. So that was 7 Days to Die. This is the Seed Prophecy with Infinite Gaming. I've had a good time enjoying this with you. Thank you for joining me for it. Shoot any questions you have, and remember to subscribe. I'll be happy to see you again tomorrow, or whenever we next do this. Thanks again. Let me know if you have any questions at all. It was great. 19.1 is pretty cool. There are a lot of cool new features, a lot of cool new things to share with you about it, and we're going to go through them all. Every time I see one of the new high-def zombies, I'll point it out. Every time I see one of the new features on the huge feature release notes, we'll go ahead and bring it up too. So you'll see additional videos and content in the future. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.